Hello everybody, I am Matt Cookie and welcome to Dungeons of Skyrim. Today we will be visiting the dungeon Saarthal, and it is located to the northeast of Skyrim, as you can see here on the map. When we first arrive at the dungeon, it is locked and you cannot gain access without a key. So if you want to get inside, you will have to join the College of Mages in Winterhold. When you arrive at Winterhold and try to cross the bridge, a lady will talk to you and say that you cannot pass. Just talk to a lady and after some time she will give you a challenge. If you can complete the challenge, you will be able to pass. Now, it's just to cast a spell, and don't worry, if you don't have the spell, you can buy it off her for about 30 gold. Then you just cast a spell and you're on your way into the College of Mages. You will be told that you're supposed to go meet a lady which is named Mirabelle Ervine. She is quite easy to find and you just go talk to her. She will show you around on Mage's quarter for a bit, like your living quarters, and then she will also show you the next person which you're supposed to talk to.
Are you ready to begin?
The next guy you're supposed to meet stands up talking to some other mage apprentices. So you just go up and listen to him and do as he says for a minute, and after a while he will tell you that you're supposed to meet him outside Saarthal in a couple of hours. So then you can just fast travel back there, and if he isn't there yet, you can just wait for 1 or 2 hours and he will appear. When you meet him up at Saarthal, he will just tell you to follow him for a while, and so you do. After some time, when you're in the dungeon, he will tell you to go talk to another person, and you're supposed to help him locate some enchanted items. When you talk to him, he will ask you to find 4 magical artifacts. So you just go here and pick up this amulet from the door, and you will be locked in this tiny room. Tolfdir will tell you to use the amulet that you just picked up, and when you do so, you will get this sort of weird binding between you and the door. So you just use your fire spell, if you have it, on the door, and you can go on through. After this, you will get to this small room and a guy will appear in front of you. He will tell you that what you just did have started a lot of bad stuff in this dungeon, and that you have to stop it. You then have to kill some draugrs and dwell deeper into the dungeon. Further in, you will end up in a slightly larger room and you will have to kill even more draugrs. Now, after you have killed them, Tolfdir will say that he have never seen anything like this in a Nordic ruin, and that he will have to stay behind and you should just go further in. So that is what I plan to do, and you should too. As you venture deeper into the dungeon, you will encounter 2 normal draugrs, 1 tougher draugr, a trap, and 2 normal draugrs again. Now we finally arrive at another puzzle, and this is quite easy. You simply just make sure that the pictures on the stone pillars are the same as the pictures on the stone tablets behind them. After this, you can just use the lever and continue on your journey. You will quickly arrive at the room where you are supposed to have a boss battle. Now, this guy, he hits like a truck. He will kill you in very few hits, and therefore you have to stay away from him. You can use your shield bash if you have a shield, or stagger him with other weapons, or you can use your shout to stagger him. Now, my technique which I used was standing behind here and just shooting at him with my bow and arrow. It was the only way I could kill him. Now he also has a shout, which you probably saw earlier, and if he directly hits you with that one, you will be disarmed. if you are disarmed, you will have to go and pick up your weapon and equip it again through your menu screen. So a good trick is that if you see him starting to shout, then you unequip your weapon so that you don't have to deal with the hassle of picking up your weapon all the time, as it can fall down and then you have to jump down and run up the stairs again and try to avoid getting killed, which is really easy against this boss. After you have killed him, you can go ahead and loot him and pick up his weapon, which has 15 frost damage on hit. It is a really nice sword. Soon enough you will find this fun little puzzle, and you're doing the same thing here as you have done with earlier pillars. You're just arranging the right picture to the right stone tablet and stone pillar. But the trick here is that, you see, when you hit that one pillar there, it will affect all the other 4. Now this pillar will just affect itself and these 2 others, and this pillar will affect itself and this other pillar. Now the pictures on the pillars should be the same as the pictures on the stone tablets right above them. When you have finished that puzzle, you will walk straight into the room of the next boss. And this is actually the last boss of this dungeon. And the trick to this one is that in the first few seconds he can't be hurt. So your other friend here will try to drain some of its power, and then you can damage him. So he's a frost mage kind of thing, so if you're having problems killing him, you can probably use a potion of resist frost. So it's quite straightforward, just whack him, tank and spank, and you can also use shield bash and your shouts to stagger him, which makes it easier for you to hit him without him hitting you. After you have killed him, you can pick up your quest item, which we came here for, and this other guy here, this old man, will tell you to go back to the College of Mages and continue on the mage quest. So if you want to go deeper into the mage quest line, you can do that, but I don't think I will do that since my series is called Dungeons of Skyrim. But if you want me to record it and upload it, I can do that as well. Now that was it for this episode, and I hope to see you later. It has been a pleasure, and please subscribe.